Hello.
Gotta keep that in the cut.
So, I know it's nighttime and everything's kind of blurry. There's a big light back here that we use so we can work, but we still have so many pumpkins left, and people have asked for some. We had neighbors stop and grab some, but unfortunately a large majority of people that ask for pumpkins never show up to come pick them up. We're basically begging people to come get some because we processed so many pumpkins that my hands, they're actually not as red, but they're really scaly right here, and they actually were inflamed and red for about a week. So we've been processing pumpkins for 3 weeks now, almost.
About 4.
No, I don't. Yeah, it's been a while because we started a little before Halloween, but then after Halloween,
Like the day after.
Stop.
So for sure, a good solid 15 plus days now, and my hands are killing me. There was one point in time where we had everyone helping that could, so there were 7 of us total. My 3 siblings and then 3 of my 4 children processing pumpkins full time. I mean, we were up. When they went to bed, I stayed up, or the siblings underneath me that stay up late would stay up. We would be cooking pumpkins at 2, 3 in the morning. I would set an alarm for an hour, hour and a half when the oven was done, and I would get up after having a nap and put them out to cool so they could be either cubed or scooped out. And then I would just refill the oven, and if at that point I was exhausted, somebody else was already up, they would keep an eye on the oven until I had to pull them out. And we ended up doing that for a while, but between school and now it is the holiday season, so we kind of want to allow the kids a break from the homeschooling this week and next week. Yeah, I'm just over preserving pumpkins. I'm exhausted. There are a lot to preserve. If you guys have seen a couple of videos with the amount of pumpkins, it really was ridiculous, but also a huge part of the agreement for helping clean up the church and getting pumpkins is that we also take the pumpkins that are not good for human consumption. So we have a lot of pumpkins that really are only good for composting. They were starting to rot when we got them, and they're really not good for the animals now. So what we're gonna do, and I've touched on this on previous videos. Oh, you found a pie pumpkin.
Chocolate pumpkin!
Yeah, I would put that over there on the shelf, Goofball, because that one looks like it still might be good. I'm not sure. Are there rot spots on it?
What do they look like?
They just look like little brown spots.
No.
Okay, then put it on the shelf. Yeah. So actually on the cabin I have, what is it? It has 4 shelves on it if you count the very top shelf, where it's the rack that I previously showed. And what we do is we have lights on it, grow lights to start seeds. And it's outside because my brother took over that room. There was a spare storage room for us, because most of the time our boys all hang out in the same room. So her kids are a little older, they like having their own space. And so I went ahead and moved that out so he can have more room. Even though he told me we could keep it in there, I'm going to try to figure out exactly maybe how to screen in the porch or something so that I can grow
Don't explode it.
some plants on it. I really do like starting my plants before I plant them when it comes to things like kales and even lettuces. They do really well in the smaller plant trays. I have some from Bootstrap Farmer that I really love, and they do so well. So it's easy to do plugs, because lettuce seeds are kind of like carrot seeds. They're really fine, and they just kind of float off everywhere, especially now that it's rainy season.
And our banana trees are doing bad.
I sure will. So
Banana trees suck.
right now what we're doing is me, my 2 younger boys, and my youngest sister are all out here, say excuse me, being boys. And silly, obviously. And they're helping me move these pumpkins. I am sick of schoolwork, and I have 2 weeks, not including this like Thanksgiving holiday that the school has. So it gives us like a week off of school.
I'm sick of these pumpkins.
Even online program, which I was surprised by.
How does that
And
not
usually online you don't necessarily have a week off. So I've been able to work a little bit ahead in some classes. I'm still really struggling in my reading and writing teacher classes because there's just an insane amount to learn to be able to teach. So I'm taking a break because I'm mentally exhausted, and these silly goofballs are helping me out too and having a great time doing it. So
And also, we have something else to discuss.
what
Look at those banana trees. They suck. They need some water. Which is super true.
okay. So I just want to throw out there, yes, the banana plants suck right now. And it is because they actually have, they don't do well in cold weather. And I haven't previously, the ducks had a lot of water. The ducks and geese were kept right behind these banana plants, and the water would water them all summer. This summer we had one of the most severe droughts we've had in a few years, and we weren't even allowed to water plants. So, and we didn't have any of the ducks and geese because we were moving. And so none of these got watered. So usually they are double and triple the size. I have some videos about how we previously grew them. Now we are actually in the middle of getting our ducks and geese back, but we just haven't right this second. And that's why they look so funny. Also, in the cold, they have started dying back because of how cold it's been. So the leaves are pretty much dead on a good portion of them. But, you know, if you know bananas, they're great when you're grilling to wrap meat in. They're actually an herb. They're not a tree at all. They are a massive herb. So it's really cool, and they do have a lot of uses. And our oldest son absolutely loves them, and he actually will chop off the plants and feed them to our chickens. But if our chickens get out, they will go straight after the banana plants. They love eating them. And the geese did too.
Which that's easy to get them.
Yeah, and there's so many of them. Once you plant a banana plant, they'll be there forever. So, anyways, because we have so many pumpkins, we are in the process of moving the pumpkins, so they're starting to rot on the concrete, and that is a disgusting mess. So we're moving them into a composting area so that they can break down, and you can see in other areas where the pumpkins have broken down and the seeds have started turning into baby pumpkin plants. And so the chickens are eating those little green plants, and that's providing a lot of extra nutrients. True. After the pumpkins rot, it just gives something else to be broken down for the birds. And then obviously they poop, their bedding goes into it, it'll all be mixed together, and then come sometime next spring, it'll be a great area for planting. So that is just a way to make your own soil, so none of these pumpkins go to waste no matter what. They feed us, they feed the animals, the seeds then break open, they eat the seeds sprout, they eat that, and then all of the waste generated from that gets turned into compost, broken down into soil, and goes to feed the rest of our garden. So it really is a win-win all the way around, whether we're taking perfectly good plant or pumpkins and putting them in our freezer, feeding them to our animals, or turning them into soil. It's been an interesting and exhausting process all at the same time. So now we have basically filled the upright almost with cube pumpkin and puree pumpkin. There's still quite a bit of pumpkins that may be okay for processing, but what we're doing right now is really focus on cleaning up that area and putting them in the back. So right now I'm going to go ahead and pause this video. You'll have to excuse these three. They're just silly kids, and I just let them be because, you know, it's okay to be a kid.
Can I show them the pumpkins real quick?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so this is just a section of the pumpkins that we have over here that we've started throwing in to really compost. Yes.
Charlie caught a lizard.
Okay, let's see it. Oh my gosh. Look, it looks like it's ready to bite someone. Where'd you catch him at?
The pumpkins.
He was in the... Okay, stop doing that. He will bite... He bit you. Okay, go put the lizard down, guys. You fall. Very curious homeschool kids. The chickens have gotten out, and I let them out, and then when it's time to go back up, they huddled over here in the corner. So we're about to have to round up the chickens for the night. And so anyways, here are all these pumpkins that we've already tossed over, and here's over the fence. And then you can see where some have started breaking down, whether it's from throwing them, where they've molded and broken down. And then some have actually started sprouting.
It's crazy, sister. When you throw the pumpkins and they're rotting, when they get too rotted, they look like little mouses.
Yeah, they look really weird. And so here's some way over there. The reason that these pumpkins are so far from the composting area is because they're actually in really good shape still. So we figured over time we would throw those to the animals a little bit at a time. But as you can see, they have quite a few pumpkins over there that they're working on eating. And so it works out. A firecracker. We don't even shoot firecrackers off. Okay, this is going to sound really weird, but we have never shot firecrackers off as long as we've stayed here. And a couple of days I woke up and somebody had stuck random firecrackers in our yard and shot bottle rockets over here. So we have no idea who's doing it, but it's really weird.
I know.
So anyways, I don't know if it's rotting, but if it is, if it's squishy, it's rotting. I'll pick those up myself and do it so y'all don't get covered in pumpkin juice. So this is kind of our composting area, which I've showed in a couple of videos now, but now you can really see just the whole breakdown process. I have taken all the plastic out of here today. I got in here with the big trash bag and took out all the plastic. So this is leaves that are falling down from this oak tree that is above us. And here's the oak tree. I mean, a massive oak tree. That's awesome, buddy. So all the acorns are falling in here for the animals to eat, and then these pumpkins are food, and then this will break down. I'm going to start throwing the bedding in here and everything, so all their shavings will break down, which I actually have to go get more, and I need to clean out the coop where the baby chicks are, which really funny that we mentioned that because we had such an issue and found out the house cats were pulling them out of their brooder, which was awful. They could push in the plastic and get into areas that we didn't think needed mesh wire. But now they are doing really well. The last 5 are incredibly healthy, so that is good. What are you doing, you goofball?
It's my spear.
Your spear. You walked too fast, I couldn't. So he's basically made a pumpkin
And
spear.
Jersey got a big one. I told her it's too big.
A pumpkin spear out of a T-post.
No,
Have to excuse the boys. They run around in shorts pretty much all the time. That's what they do, run around in shorts. So I'm gonna walk back here. You can see where all this is overgrown because we don't really use this area. But we're going to get some probably electrified wire so we can keep the animals in there, or get some actual fencing and fence that off, probably first with electrified wire and then with actual fencing, and let the animals, when we get ducks and geese, go in there and just eat everything. And I'm gonna have to open this up because look at their water. Oh. These babies and their water, I swear. Right now we have both lamps on, even though usually birds this age don't really need it. No, I have one on. And really that's mostly because it is so cool out lately. I guess there's no way to get this, just pull it upside down. This light's not even on, so I might just have to take that out altogether. Just kind of getting in the way at this point. So yeah, they're all freaked out and hiding from me. Look at them. See their feeder? They're getting pretty big. This one's getting where it wants to come out. Look how big they are and doing so good now that nothing can get to them. That one right there, I think is our boy. I think the other ones are girls. Maybe not. That Brahma may not be, but they usually have more tail feathers than Lavender Orpingtons. Look at him. He already has that rooster rock, those long tail feathers coming out. He is so handsome. We are hoping to get one boy at least, so it'll be great to have some girls and then this little guy, because we don't have a rooster in our flock. And Orpingtons, the boys are usually pretty sweet and gentle, so this will be really awesome if that's the case. Hi guys, I'm gonna get y'all some clean water, okay? You can see that one little light Brahma has its little feathers on its feet. So cute. They are super curious. I'm really excited that we actually fixed this whole predator issue. I'm still really surprised that it was a bunch of stinking domestic cats. That's insane. Really does amaze me. I'm trying not to hit my arm on anything. I managed to burn it right here because I picked out one of the pumpkins out of the oven and I had overcooked it. And when I picked it out, it cracked open and all of the hot juice hit my arm. I was really uncomfortable. So between all of that and the late nights and the sore hands, because literally my hands are so sore from being constantly wet from the juice of the fruit after it cooks, that they were covered in rashes and cracking, and no amount of lotion was fixing it. So we took a break. My hands are healing, but I do have some gloves that I used for processing, and they're actually barbecue gloves. They have the heat resistant gloves, and then they have the rubber part that you can put over them. So I'm going to use those rubber gloves probably to process any more pumpkins. They don't have latex in them, so I don't have to worry about latex allergies. And that way my hands are not getting really sore and eaten up. So that's likely what I will do. But look, just showing off these babies. Okay, now I'm going to go fill up their water. So I got the water filled up and put back in here. I'll have to come out first thing in the morning. It's so dark over there where the water spigot is. I can't really see to properly like wipe the outside out. So I need to either take it inside in the morning and clean it out, or come out here with some soap and water and clean the entire outside of it. It looks like one of the babies has been jumping on top of this water, and just, you know, birds don't have control of their bowel movements and they just use the bathroom wherever they are. So it's probably sitting on top and pooping while it sleeps on top of that. It's probably time to get a little roost bar in the brooder for them, but they're really just not quite big enough to go into the regular coop, although they're almost fully feathered. So I'm not really worried about them staying warm. I'm just worried about them not being very big. So I'm probably going to keep them in here for at least another month at the very least, but I would say probably another 6 weeks until they get a little bit taller. I really am impressed at how well they are doing though. And now I'm going to put this piece of wood. I don't know if I've actually ever explained this. Hold on, baby. But this piece of wood, the only reason that we put it in front of the brooder is to keep rain out. And that's what it does. Yes, sir. Yeah, if they're composting, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you're not getting rotten pumpkin juice all over the place, like in the walkway and stuff. Okay, so once it's all done, this is what it looks like. It's just kind of put over the top. This doesn't really serve any crazy purpose. The big thing is it's been really rainy all week, and depending on how the wind blows, sometimes it blows water right into there and soaks everything. It rarely happens, but I don't even want to risk it. So we put this piece of wood up, and actually I need to scoot it over to the left a little bit. See how there's a little gap, just boop, like that. And that pretty much keeps it all covered in the front, so there's still a gap for good airflow. And if it rains, it'll just keep water from going in. That is literally the only purpose that this serves whatsoever. And so here's what it looks like from the side. So I'm sure you can see this okay-ish, but all the light. But so what I talk about, the pumpkin seeds, this is one that fell, and they are sprouting right here in the grass, and they're actually taking root where they are sprouting, which is really funny. So
Wait, we cannot grow pumpkins.
yeah, it's too cold for them to actually continue to grow here. When the freeze hit, it'll kill them, but the chickens can actually eat all these sprouts. But where they're sprouting, they're just sitting on top of the soil, and the roots are actually reaching down into the dirt to put roots down, which is really funny. Here's one that actually started opening its seed leaves, so I'll just pull them up and show you this one. See, they are literally pretty.
Beating up this pumpkin.
Okay, well, take your beaten pumpkin and throw it into the compost area, sir. Okay, let's not swing the T-post and stuff by Mom's head. That's a little freaky for me. They have a pumpkin really close to me. He's trying to spear it with a T-post, but it's a little too close for comfort. So, making me nervous, because accidents do happen. Okay, so this is a sprouted pumpkin seed, and this is what I was talking about. These little seedlings are what provide some extra nutrients for the chickens. Let's see the one you have. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's really cool. Look at that. So these are sprouting, and they're just pushing their roots into the dirt. So I'll probably have pumpkin vines here, but for too much longer. But like I said, they'll just die in the freeze. And look, here's even more. And yeah, if they don't, that'd be funny, but they are. And here's one about to have the seed lead sprouted. But then, honestly, chickens will eat pumpkin vines too. So it's hard to notice until you really move in because they're just blend in with everything. But then you can see little white seeds everywhere. It's so funny. And then I started realizing that they were
pumpkin seeds.
Yes, there is. Those are the seed leaves.
I see a hornet's nest, so I'm gonna spider.
So, Sam just said, I see a hornet's nest up there, and I'm gonna poke it. Well, I have never seen hornets right there before. I've come into contact with ground hornets a lot.
That's a jumping spider.
I can see that that's obviously not for hornets. It does look like a spider's nest.
We had one of those up in Arkansas.
Yeah, it does look like a spider nest, honestly, an egg sac for spiders. I don't know what it is exactly. I'll have my husband look at it.
I was not pointing at that. I was pointing at
No, I don't know.
a wasp.
Oh, I've never seen a wasp out at night. So yeah, that is kind of what he's talking about. He freaked me out a little bit because I thought he was serious. He was kidding. He has a dark sense of humor, I would say.
Yes, I do.
That's exactly. I'll have my husband look at it.
I was not pointing at that. I was pointing at
No, I don't know.
a wasp.
Oh, I've never seen a wasp out at night. So yeah, that is kind of what he's talking about. He freaked me out a little bit because I thought he was serious. He was kidding. He has a dark sense of humor, I would say.
Yes, I do.
I think we all do to a certain extent.
Since I'm
And like
so
there are
dark,
some flies. Yeah, I was just saying the way that this bright light illuminates right in here, that we need to do it over by this cabin because if I turn this way, you can't see. This is what it looks like at night. It really is this dark and it's just all kind of shadowy. So this mess is what we have left over from the pumpkins. I know to somebody who hasn't seen all the pumpkins that we have, this seems like an incredible amount of pumpkins. And it's still a lot. But this is a more manageable amount of pumpkins. So what we're doing is going through and finding the ones that are rotten. And you can see how trash has gotten mixed in here. From the kids playing out here and bringing, like this is a popcorn wrapper that they brought out. My dad just cleaned out his pantry and gave us a bunch of popcorn. So, here is what I'm talking about. One of the pumpkins rot. They all rot. So these are some of the more rotten ones. I'll have to get a shovel to shovel this out. There are all of these right in here. That one smushed. It got put at the bottom of the pile. So you can see those need to be removed because they're quite a bit like this. They'll rot each other. And then all the other ones that are good can be put away for the animals for food. So this is kind of what's left. And that is why I'm so busy trying to clean up this area to get all these out of the way. And also so that we can use the full slab again because what guy doesn't want to be able to use this concrete slab when they come home? Why don't you probably just bring that fan to the trash? So here is an example, the kids really being silly, but trying to work together to scoop the pumpkins up with these shovels. Because, yeah, some of them are just falling apart. And this is really because of all the storms. Okay, it needs to go in the compost, silly goofball. That's okay. It's okay. I bet it does smell disgusting.
I quit my job.
Rotten. Yeah, it smells really sour, doesn't it?
I quit.
This particular pumpkin is not wanting to stay on the shovel. I know. I'm trying to let you guys do it, but it is being a little difficult, isn't it? Hey, you stole my shovel.
It'll be better with the same shovel.
Mm-hmm.
Then what's
Oh yeah, the flat shovels. Yeah, because that other shovel is pointy on the end. It's for digging.
Go, go, go.
Ew. I don't know if I'd be doing this barefoot. Y'all are crazy. Hey, imagine stepping in it. Yeah, just throw it into that fenced-in area right there, sister.
I just walked it on
Gross.
the
It looks
grass
like
if I
somebody
stepped in
vomited
it.
on the grass.
Get back.
Yeah, there are a lot of really gross pumpkins.
Ah!
It's kind of a mess.
Well, we're gonna have the water hose all yard after this.
Yeah, I would definitely say.
Charlie, grab the other end. Push it under the end.
Yep. There are a lot of super rotten pumpkins.
That's about
Look at that. This one is okay. I'm amazed in all those rotten pumpkins that this one survived.
Put it down. Put it down.
I'm gonna throw it over the fence.
Oh.
Be careful because the chickens are curled up there.
This shovel is so unuseful.
Yeah, we just don't really know. I don't know that shovel stopped being good a long time ago.
And this is
Yeah, these are
homemade
just still in all
pumpkin
my
pie.
I'm gonna
Need
find
this type of pie.
I'll get that other party.
Oh look, that's awesome. You managed to get it.
No, let me. Actually, might have three.
What are you doing?
This getting this pumpkin, but we might need all three of us.
Here, let me see. Let me see. Damn. Sorry.
It's hard work.
Yeah, it is.
Sister, can I get a pair of gloves?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Jenny, do you want a pair of gloves?
Sure. I was like, gloves, what are you talking about? But then I remembered. Son.
It's probably hard to pick up all these pumpkins. Like it's not the hardest or the smallest rotten pumpkin too.
It is disgusting. No joke.
Lisa, do you want some?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Like I can like smell it in my brain. But
Here's
then,
some
like,
rubber gloves, Jeremy.
It's bad.
They're just black. Leather gloves. Yeah, I'm gonna put that one.
I only need two.
Yeah, you have to.
We just put that one right there.
Because that's your second one.
Do you help me put the other one on?
Do you need help? Do you want me to open it?
No, I've never been good at using gloves.
So they're working on putting on those black plastic gloves that I was talking about, and they're made for barbecuing. So you can barbecue without getting the juices all on your hands and cut up meat and things of that nature. But I just found that they're the best food grade gloves that work for all the processing that we do.
True.
Oh my gosh. How did you manage to do that one? I mean, if I just chuck some over here. That way we're not having to constantly walk back and forth.
I know it's.
I know this will bust open, but I don't care anymore.
What was
I
that?
have no idea. Oh, I think it's the cord. Look, it fell where the extension cord plugged into the slide.
Oh.
It looks like it fell. I'm gonna have the best upper body strength when this whole pumpkin thing's over.
I know. And me and Jenny. I just wanted to put on some gloves so if I pick up any icky ones, then they won't pass on my.
Well, funny you say that, because there's an icky one in here. Oh, almost gone. So, we're all out of breath, right? Yeah, me too.
Look, there's so much stuff that got put in here, trash and everything else. We're going to have to clean up this yard this week while we're all off school.
Pressure wash.
Yeah, for sure. I think Larry has
Yeah,
one.
we can use the pressure
Ah!
washer back there.
Gross. I stepped in a rotten pumpkin.
Better than barefoot stepping in barefoot.
And that's why I have shoes on. Y'all should wear shoes. Goofballs.
All my shoes are good or dress shoes. Like I have
Oh, okay. We'll have to get you tennis shoes. So,
I have 2 pairs of heels.
I do not know where.
your feet are growing so quickly. We'll have to get you some more shoes. All right. This is where we're at on the pumpkin slab. So there's not hardly anything left here. The issue is there is a lot left over in the side yard now. I'm struggling to find the perfect angle here where we're not in the way trying to work. But this is the amount of pumpkins now moved from the concrete slab over here to the side of the cabin. And now we're going to move them with shovels because some of them busted. And the rest we're going to move by hand and throw them over this fence into that area I showed earlier that is kind of for our composting area. And also doubles up
So
the
we won't have
storage
to walk
area.
from here and over there, back over. From there. From here and over.
I'm going to throw this one over here for the chicken.
Because we have rotten pumpkins and
Have you
we
ever
don't want to get
put chicken in the head
I'll
on?
get you some.
No, thankfully.
Come, Charlie. Because my hands are dirty. You gotta be gone.
I just got slimy.
You can
Gross.
I'm a help.
Journey and my mom, the only one that don't have gloves on. So it's just you and me that have gloves on now. I guess you can help me move these over here while Jenny and Janisa do move the pumpkins into that thing. We gotta move these pumpkins to that thing, and then after this we're gonna help Janisa and Jenny get those stuff.
Sounds good.
That's why Charlie went to go get some gloves.
Perfect. So basically, the kids have decided they're going to throw the pumpkins off of the concrete over here where we are, so we can pick them up. It's fine if they bust. We can hose
No,
off.
it busted onto our
We
people.
can hose it off. I don't know how well you guys can hear me because I'm way out here, but yeah, that's the plan.
Sugar pumpkin house.
Just throw it over over that fence, not over that. It's not over there.
Wait,
I can edit that out.
Hopefully they can not hear me.
Just throw them into that
Cut it out.
pile.
I'll show you how.
That's all we gotta do. And then we're gonna have Denise and Tiny get all the pumpkins into that thing. And we're gonna have to use the shovel.
Oh, let's pick up this pumpkin.
That's easy. I'll get it.
Light.
You pick up the pumpkin. Hand them to me. You know what? I don't need the shovel. We're almost done. Just do not itch your eyeball with the gloves on.
Did you have your touch your hair yet?
Yeah. A lot of times.
Wow, how Shaniqua here.
Nothing like physical labor.
I guess Charlie wants to help y'all now.
Goodbye. Physical labor. Correct. But I can get the rest of these pumpkins done easily.
I'll just grab that.
Great.
I can get the rest
Good
of these.
example.
Okay, this is a pretty good example. Look at that rotten pumpkin. Sorry, sister.
Go! Watch out, Jenny!
Okay, don't throw the picture with them.
That would be really bad.
I don't have the chickens with them.
I'll try.
They're crazy chickens.
This pumpkin has acne.
This pumpkin's slimy.
Physically
Really trying to break them.
Why is this
I don't try to.
salting the bumpy one?
I know.
Bone has acne.
I know. No. There are chickens right there. Yeah, like right
Just
up
open
here.
up the gate and I'll throw it up.
No, throw it over there.
in the composting area.
Why do I have to walk all the way over?
Well, you're more than welcome to not do this part.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
take care of it.
That's chill.
Go back to Tracy.
It's exhausting.
Nah, she's almost done.
That's funny.
Why is there pumpkin on Thanksgiving but also Halloween?
I have no idea. Because there are so many pumpkins at harvest time, people just find things to do with them.
Oh, look at
Be careful, there's a baby spider on the grass.
what type?
It's yellow.
Then that's a banana.
Banana spider?
You do not want to step on a banana spider. Where's it at?
Damn no.
Where's it at?
Under my. In the grass.
I don't see it, but y'all need to be careful. If there's a banana spider in that grass, if you step on it, you're talking about some pretty intense pain for about 6 hours.
Hey, Bird. Do you want to be a deer and grab my shoes?
Mine too. Can you go get the keys too?
Considering you're already off the. Since you're not on the grass.
This is a big pumpkin.
Can you go grab the
Look at this pumpkin.
jersey for us?
It is huge.
For me, can
Maybe
you go
can't tell,
grab the
but it
keys
is.
to that?
Yeah.
My shoes are in there. I can tell you what. On you, resting on you, turn your back on love. What? We just gotta wait till.
Okay, so I'm actually super out of breath. And I'm pretty sure we're all exhausted at this point. But this is how much is left kind of in the side yard area for the pumpkin. So it's not a ton for us to continue to pick up and move. And this is what they're talking about when the pumpkins hit right here on the corner and busted. We can hose all that off. So it really does smell sour. Think of any kind of rotting fruit that has that sour smell. That's what it smells out here. But it's not so much in the composting area, just on the concrete where they were smothered together. So this is all that's left on the concrete, is this little bit, a couple of them that are going to have to be shoveled up, and then those over there, and this nasty one here. So that's not too bad, right? I mean, we've got most of this cleared off, and we're going to hose the rest down. So here's this from a different angle of what we have left. And guys, if you've seen how many pumpkins we have, you know that really and truly this is nothing compared to what we've already dealt with. Yeah.
I think, yes,
I'm getting tired.
there's your shoes. Journey, hand me the keys. Hand them. How was one thing? Mom, can you help me get the light on and
I had hope, Charlie.
There you go. She can just help.
why did she get these shoes?
Because those are the only shoes I could find.
Yeah, you should really get shoes. I can see.
That's it.
There's some real fucking brown shoes. The hell you know about shine?
No strings.
Oh, okay. She got the light. You getting tired?
Mom,
Are you getting tired?
Specifically on my
Specifically,
shoes.
right there on that shelf. In front of and around that shelf.
Okay. Okay.
Well, if you
We
can
were
go inside
looking
and
where
rest,
they
I
are.
understand.
Getting little baby honey within like 5 right. And then hi.
You need water.
Right now.
You're probably tired and probably need some water. Do you have
case, I've drank 2 cups of water and 3 cups of coffee.
That is not enough water.
They were big Danny cups.
Oh, that's
No,
different.
I meant my brown.
When you say cup, I think of.
She's wearing my brown slide-on shoes.
I actually don't know. I bet they're still in the car. Ew! It dropped on me. Gross.
On my arm.
Okay.
There are a lot in here.
Right here.
I don't know how you're doing this in hills.
One of them will 5 pounds. I don't know how I'm doing this in boots. Did you check what
I
size?
don't either. We need to get you some boots like mine.
Here, actually.
That I'm fine.
No.
I'm tired.
Yes, I have combat boots. I gotta check these. These are 6. Oh.
Can I just say, I don't know the last time I've actually been this tired. I am exhausted. Like, yeah.
What have you do before you sit down?
How's that working out for you?
Very much.
And that's what it looks like. Hard. Watch out for the cords because you're so tall.
Yeah.
After we're done using this juice, can I just wash them off and make a balloon out of them?
Gross.
Like wash.
Gross. No.
I can't get the knot out of Tony's
No.
shoe.
I was joking.
Yeah, no, that's gross. He was not joking. He was not joking.
Nathan,
Yes?
I can't get the knot out of Tony's shoe.
Asher needs to go. I'm focused. I think it unplugged. It did. The thing is unplugged. Alright.
Why is it so baby? It unplugged.
Hold on. Oh, I threw it over the fence. And it fell. I got that.
What happened?
I tried to throw the pumpkin over the fence. What is happening?
Where
I'm
is
not sure.
Did it unplug somewhere else?
should be front?
Can you go check?
It would be plugged in by the shed. It's the blocking of the shed. Oh gosh. No, sister. Over here by the shed. Yeah. Okay, so my sister was throwing pumpkins over the fence, and I wasn't here, so I don't know exactly what happened, but what I'm guessing happened is that it bounced off the fence and hit the extension cord and turned off the outside light instead of... Are you okay? That's an excellent tuck and roll.
Possum.
Thank God you're okay. She tripped over the concrete, man. So it unplugged the outside light, so now it's fairly dark
That's
out
wrong.
here. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I'm sorry it's so dark all of a sudden. Plug in this light, figure out exactly how it came unplugged. We're gonna finish these pumpkins and we're gonna be done for the night. So I'm sorry it's so dark. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and watching our craziness, and we hope to do this again soon. But not with pumpkins, right? We're over it.
Oh yeah.
Not until next year.
2 months.